Good evening, everybody. My name is Paula Denysschen, and I'll be taking you through a very short overview of NW Profits and what it is that we are all about and what we're excited about. First of all, our disclaimer. NWP does not offer any financial advice. And it's also very important that all users fully understand how their funds are being used. And past performance does not guarantee future results. Sometimes we get stuck there and we think because in the past it did X amount, it's going to continue to do that. NWP is a company that is focused on generating short-term profits for its partners. And we're very proud to show our corporate offices are in the Trump Towers in Istanbul, in Turkey. NWP offers three different portfolios with the following managed tiers. So first of all, you have your foundation, which is between $10 and $9,999. And the traders their target objective here is to get at least 5% per month or possibly more. The growth portfolio is from a minimum deposit of $10,000 up to $49,999. And here their target objective is 8% plus per month. The elite portfolio is $50,000 and more, and the target objective is 10% per month. These profits are distributed monthly. They're paid out weekly, which is based on the calendar cycle. But what is the strategy to generate these profits? So NWP typically utilizes only 20% of your deposited savings in the Forex markets. And why is this? Because of the fact that you are given complete control of whatever money you've deposited into NWP. So that capital has to be accessible to you on a weekend. So they cannot go and take 100% and send it to for trading, because then it will become an issue on a weekend to be able to get that money out again. When you make your first withdrawal of capital, it will be free of any charges. Thereafter, there will be a small fee that you'll pay for further withdrawals of capital. So let's have a look at how does it work. So first of all, you're going to join the company as a partner, and you can actually join and not deposit any money at all, and you are still a partner in NWP. However, if you deposit your money in, then between a Monday and Friday, the profit is generated by the traders. On a Saturday, the profits are paid to a third-party gateway, and then you have access to be able to withdraw your profits, providing you have a minimum of $5. Now, you can basically speak to anybody in NWP, and you'll hear that every Saturday comes. We get quite excited for a Saturday, because that's the day we know that we can withdraw our profits, and we do that. As long as we've got $5, we withdraw our profits. The profits will then get paid directly into your crypto wallet, and then you get to decide, what are you going to do? Are you going to draw the money out into your own bank account and use the money, or are you going to redeposit and continue to grow your portfolio? So let's have a look at the fees. So good to know, there are no membership fees, no annual fees, and there are no trading fees. That's really awesome, because with a lot of other companies out there, these fees can eat away at a lot of the profit that you're making. The only fees that NWP will charge is there's a 5% fee on any withdrawals that you make on a Saturday. And after your first initial withdrawal of capital, there is a 2% fee on any further capital that you wish to withdraw. Deposits and withdrawals. So in order to make a deposit into NWP, you would use USDT, BNB, or the Polygon USDT networks. And when you make a withdrawal, that withdrawal is paid out in Polygon USDT. So it's very important to make sure that the exchange that, or not the exchange, the wallet that you are using supports USDT Polygon, because otherwise you could, withdraw it out and it could go missing because it gets lost if it's the incorrect address. And the reason why we are using Polygon is because of the very low fees when you are transacting. So when you're wanting to transfer money back into NWP, the fees are less than 1 US cent. So it's very, very minimal fees. Now, the key features of NWP, the first one and the most important one, well, I don't know if it's the most important one, but a very important one, is the fact that you do a manual reinvestment. Your money does not automatically get reinvested or compounded as in many other platforms. So this is what gives you complete control, not only of your capital, but of your profits that you have made. Because if you want to redeposit, reinvest, you need to withdraw your profits and redeposit them. Direct support. We have a fantastic customer support on WhatsApp. I find these ladies to be really on the ball and very quick to get hold of and to answer any of your queries. So that's the easiest way. And then we also offer an affiliate program. So this is for the person who is not just an investor, but somebody who wants to share the beauty of this platform with his family, his friends, etc. And in doing so, the company will actually give you a bonus. So how this works is that you will actually earn 15% of the weekly profits that are generated by anyone you directly refer and who continue to keep their money in the system. You will then continue to earn the 15% from whatever they've made. So just an example, say we average 1.5% in the week, then the customer, your referral, will get his 1.5%, and the company will give you 15% of that 1.5 to say thank you for referring that person. There are additional weekly bonuses that can also be earned, but we're not going to go into detail on that tonight. So here's just a nice little example of a direct referral. So in this last week, which was the 48th week, on the foundation phase, the trading profit was 1.74%. So if the deposit that was in the system was $150, the person would have made $2.61 from that 1.74%, and your bonus would have been 39 cents. In the growth portfolio, the return was 1.71%. If a person has deposited $10,000 US, then he would have made $171, and you as the referrer would have made $25.65. So that's quite a nice little income there. And if you had someone in your team who's taken out an elite portfolio, they would have made 3.17% last week. And on the 50,000, that equates to $1,585 US. And your little bonus would have been $237.75. So from this example, you can see that, if you're wanting to build a team and you may be wanting to make use of your bonuses to grow your portfolio, the bigger portfolios are obviously going to bring in a lot more money than on the foundation. But we are here to help everybody. Right, let's have a look at the traction and performance metrics so far. So it's very important to note that the NWP model is not a theoretical model. It is actually a proven model. From the very beginning of trading, they have delivered consistent results and demonstrated the power of their system. So the proven profitability, NWP actually launched in October last year, and the first profits were generated on the 26th of October. And in the 48 weeks since then, the foundation portfolio partners have actually earned 94% of their initial capital back in profits alone. So that's just looking at the foundation portfolio. But the total value that has actually been distributed is 188%. Because what actually happens is say, for instance, 3% is made in the week, 1.5% is paid to the partners, and the other 1.5% will go to the affiliate rewards. So in total, with the money that is paid to the partners and the money that's paid to the affiliates, that is 188%. So that should make a person feel very comfortable with the fact that, this is not a Ponzi scheme. This is not, something that's just going to collapse, because we've proven that in 48 weeks, the system is able to pay out these kind of figures. We have a very nice little global footprint. We're in 25 countries with active partners. And the NWP focuses on community growth. They focus more on people than they focus on money. People are more important to NWP. And we've already got over 12,000 partners in the business, and this is growing on a daily basis. Sorry, and now my computer's decided to freeze. Sorry, guys, it's not wanting to go to the next slide. There we go. All right. I just want to make sure I'm in the right spot. Okay. So a very nice promotion that NWP offers is what we call the booster promotion. And we have two on offer. First of all, there is the twin booster, which is a person can deposit $20 and the company will boost it up to $40. So the company puts in $20 to add to it. So therefore, your earning power will be on $40 every week, not on $20. And the triple booster, this one's really exciting. You get to put in $50, but the company boosts it with a further $100. So your earning power will be from $150 every week, not from $50. And this is very, very powerful. I must say, when they started with these boosters back in April, it created so much excitement. And I really found that this is a lovely way just to give a person that little bit of a boost, and it also shows what the company can do, and it can also build your confidence in the company. But it's very important to also note that every person is only allowed to have one booster ever. So if you've already taken part in the previous boosters, you cannot take part in the new boosters. The boosters are there for new partners that are coming on board. So I just want to give you another example here. So what has actually happened in the past? So if back in 24, a person had deposited $100 in October of 24, they would have made $94.89 back. Because remember, on a previous slide, I showed that we've already made 94%. But now, if you compare this to the triple booster, and this is the $30 one that we started with back in April, the money that the people who took out triple boosters they've already made back $28.82. And I actually think by this Saturday, or possibly next Saturday, we would have already made back our $30. So you can see the power of the triple booster as opposed to just doing your normal investment. But yes, this is only available as a once-off, just to give you a bit of a kickstart and to get you going. So it's really a lovely idea that the company has come up with. So, as I mentioned earlier, if you've got any support queries, etc., you can get hold of support on the WhatsApp chat, and there's their number. You can also get hold of them on email at support@nwprofits.com. However, this way seems to be a little bit slower. They seem to be a lot faster when it comes to answering queries on the chat. And our website is nwprofits.com, and our offices are in the Trump Towers in Istanbul in Turkey. So if you are ready to get started to grow your money, we do have a digital booklet that can show you how to register, deposit your funds, start your booster or your asset portfolio, how to withdraw your funds, etc. So just ask anyone that's already in the business and they'll be willing to share this with you. So, vleit, my story is 8 for those that understand Afrikaans. So if you have any questions, please feel free to actually ask them now.
Yes, we are happy. There's somebody who asking here about the triple booster. You get the average of 100 if you put 50. So that means that it will give you for the rest 1 year. Maybe you can expand on that. The triple booster.
Yeah, so the triple booster, you would the person deposits 50 and the company adds 100 to it. So it could take, it obviously depends on what the profits are every week. I think, Rich, if I can't remember how many months we kind of worked it out on worst case, I think it was about 22 months or 24 months.
Okay,
about 18 months.
18 months.
Yeah, on the average percentage per week. So that would take about 18 months. So about a year and a half, you would your triple booster would come to an end. And you would have earned your $150. That's when the triple booster comes to an end.
Thanks, Rich.
Does everyone understand the difference between a booster and a normal asset portfolio?
Okay, so a normal investment that you would put in and not be part of the triple booster. So if you, let's just say, if you had to put in $50, your the profits that you would make, say it's 1.5% in the week, you would make your 1.5% on the $50, or in this instance, the $100. But with the triple booster, you're putting in your $50, but you are making your money from $150, which is where the power of it comes in. So at the end of once you've received your $150, then whatever if you've been reinvesting or what have you, all those reinvestments are normal investments. I don't know, am I explaining that okay, Rich?
Yeah, that's fine. So as Paula says, if you were making the profits from your triple booster and you were reinvesting them, those would be standard contracts. And a standard contract, remember, if you had $100, you can withdraw that $100 or $50 or $10, whatever you've put in under standard contract, you can withdraw that anytime, every weekend. If you decide you need money, you can draw your capital back. In the case of a booster, your capital is committed, so your $50 would be committed. It's just that you're making now, you're getting earning power from $150 because the company puts $100 with that so that you can earn extra. But a standard contract's obviously something very nice to have, because then you have access to that capital at any stage.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why the company only gives one triple booster to people, because if they were giving you more than one booster, then you would find that no one would be able to access their money, and then that would actually go against the principles of NWP and its community, because it's to help the community. And we understand people and what their needs are, and people do need their money. Your car might break down. Your children might need new shoes. They might need books for school, and that's just life. The washing machine breaks. Something happens. You need money, and that's what enables you. So your investment, and it's not an investment in NWP. It's like a savings account, because your normal portfolios, it's available for you to make a withdrawal anytime you want to. So that capital is working for you, but if you need it, it's available. In the booster, it's just there to help you, but unfortunately with the booster, you cannot get your capital. So I hope that helps everyone understand the difference between the booster and the conventional contract. And that contract's a week-to-week contract. So your money is only committed for a week. And as Paula mentioned, traders make sure that your money is available for you to withdraw every single weekend. So if you invested $10,000, they have to make sure that you might want your $10,000 or $5 or whatever you need, that is available to you to withdraw on a weekend. And that's the trader's promise, and they do it very conservatively to make sure that you get profits on a weekend, but you can also take your capital if you need it.
But thank you, everyone, for attending this evening. It was really a pleasure having this opportunity to share this fantastic business with you. So good night all. Have a great evening.